Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Shri Radhe, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you so much again for coming back. So, as I mentioned, we're going to discuss on Bhagavad Gita. So, how many of you have heard or read? How many of you have read Bhagavad Gita before in your life? Maybe a few page or, yeah, wow. Did you find an interesting theme or verse or something which you like to share? By the time I find my verse. Uh-huh.
When we go through Gita, it's quite fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
But I read like a couple of years ago, but it's quite fascinating. That's why I'm coming here and get more involved with Krishna.
Yeah.
So that's one thing which really changed my thinking of
way of life.
Krishna, or more often coming to this place and be part of the whole.
They say Krishna is sitting in your heart. So when you do...
It was always there, but we didn't realize.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still in the procedure. But yeah, at least when we start making some endeavor, so Krishna starts working from his end. And this is how this relation goes hand in hand. Yeah, so beautiful. Thank you so much. Okay, so 14th chapter, as you can see on the screen. And the title of the chapter is The Three Modes of Material Nature. Very relevant, very practical, and maybe life-changing chapter, because at the end of this chapter, Krishna is saying who's reading or leaving this chapter, they can liberate from this world. So, let's go. So, as you can see here, so on this TV, it's an English language, but the verse is originally in Sanskrit language. So what we're going to do here, so first we will recite verse, and then go through translation, and then through purport. So I will recite verse, the line by line section, so you can reciprocate, like call and response. They say like Sanskrit language has a deep-rooted connection with our consciousness. So like when we recite this language or when we chant this language, it enlivens again and gives new hope, new way of living lives. So yeah, so are we good to go? Perfect. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Param Bhuyah Pravakshyami Gnananam Gnanamuttamam Yagnatva Munayah Sarve Param Siddhim Ito Gunaha Gataha Param Bhuyah Pravakshyami Gnananam Gnanamuttamam Yagnatva Munayah Sarve Param Siddhim Ito Gataha Param Bhuyah Pravakshyami Gnananam Gnanauttamam Yagnatva Munayah Sarve Param Siddhim Ito Gataha. Okay, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Yeah, the Supreme Personality of Godhead said, again I shall declare to you this supreme wisdom, the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained the supreme perfection. Purport. From the 7th chapter to the end of 12th chapter, Sri Krishna in detail reveals the absolute truth, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now the Lord Himself is further enlightening Arjuna. If one understands this chapter through the process of philosophical speculation, he will come to an understanding of devotional service. In the 13th chapter, it was clearly explained that by humbly developing knowledge one may possibly be freed from material engagement. It has also been explained that it is due to association with the modes of nature that the living entity is entangled in this material world. Now, in this chapter, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Personality explains what those modes of nature are, how they act, how they bind, and how they give liberation. The knowledge explained in this chapter is proclaimed by the Supreme Lord to be superior to the knowledge given so far in the other chapters. By understanding this knowledge, various great sages attain perfection and transfer to the spiritual world. The Lord now explains the same knowledge in a better way. Excuse me. This knowledge is far, far superior to all other processes of knowledge, thus far explained, and knowing this many attain perfection. Thus, it is expected that one who understands this 14th chapter will attain perfection. So this is Krishna's word. So this is the way to how to make our life successful, how to make our life perfect, just by reading one chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So here in the beginning you might have observed that the Supreme Personality of Godhead said in the translation that again I shall declare to you this supreme wisdom. What do you think about this statement? Krishna is saying, again I shall declare to you this supreme wisdom. He's saying, I'm doing it again. That means you already mentioned this knowledge in Bhagavad Gita. Where? In chapter number 7 and chapter number 9. So you may have a question like, why is he like repeating same thing again and again, or what's going on here? So why Krishna is saying that I'm gonna mention this the wisdom, the knowledge, spiritual knowledge again? That means why we say something again and again? Because it's very important. I remember when I was in university. So from Surat, I was living in Surat. My hometown is Surat, and from Surat to Navsari is like a 1 hour train journey. So when I left my home first time, and in the middle of the road, my mom keep calling me, "Have you reached there? Have you reached there? Where are you? Are you still in the train, or are you at the station, or are you still in the auto, or where you are exactly?" So if someone is asking again and again, that means something is important to that person. So that's why Krishna is saying that I already mentioned this knowledge, but now I'm going to explain you again. That means this knowledge is the most important in the entire Bhagavad Gita. So as I mentioned, Krishna mentioned this knowledge before in this chapter number 7 and chapter number 9. And this chapter is about 3 modes of material nature. How many of you have heard about modes of material nature before? One. Good. Kiran Prabhu, can I just request you, if you can just go on Google and pull out the photo. Just write 3 modes of material nature in the Google. It's like really famous photo. I think you know that photo, but just to make more connection. Just write here 3 modes of material nature. Yeah, images. Yeah, open any. Maybe the down the second last. Yeah, right. No. Next. Yeah, this one. Perfect. Yeah. Have you seen this photo before? Technology. Just hang on. Okay. No, it's fine. But the point is, you get the idea, yeah? Which photo I'm trying to show you. That this is like really famous photo. You might have seen somewhere in social media or somewhere. Because this photo is showing our whole life from our birth to from the point where we came on this planet. It's not from even birth, even before that, up to the end of our life. So material energy, you see the 3 ladies? Perfect, thank you so much. So not just 3 ladies, they are representing 3 colors, yellow, blue and red. So that color is also important. You know that out of these 3 colors, you can make n numbers of color. You know that? So this is how these modes of material nature, as we can see, on the top is Krishna's lotus feet, we can see, and under the Krishna, 3 ladies. So these 3 ladies are modes of material nature, Krishna's energy. Here somewhere Krishna says that in the verse number 4, we are doing verse number 1, but just after 3 verses Krishna is saying Sarva yonishu konteya murtaya sambhavantiya tasam brahma mahadyoni aham bij pradapita. Do you understand something of this point? Aham bij pradapita. That means Krishna is saying that I am the one who is giving you seed. And Sarva yonishu konteya murtaya sambhavantiya. And one should be understood that all the species of life are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. So this is the translation. So by having glance on this material nature, Krishna creates soul, or he gives birth. So if you can go again on the photos, modes. Oh, yeah, just there. Yeah, so when Krishna glances on this 3 or material energy, he is like seed-giving father. So this is where we are coming from. This is our origin, or this is our source of creation. Some people say that we are coming from the monkey. Do you agree with that? It's like imagine someone comes to you and say like your great grandfather was monkey. Isn't this like big offending sentence? So but Krishna is saying here that I am the one who is giving you seed. I am the Aham Bij Pradapita. And not only that, but these three modes of material nature, they are managing us. We think that we are free. We have freedom. We have independence. But unknowingly, we don't have any independence. So as you can see, these three modes of material nature, his name is given, mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. We'll study more about the three modes. But these three modes are binding us, whoever is living on this planet. So it doesn't matter you're prime minister or you are employee or you are maybe homeless. I hope you are not. But the thing is, those who are born on this planet are bound to act under these three modes. No one is free from. And one who is free, as Krishna mentioned in this chapter, there's those who follow me or those who follows my instruction, they can become free out of these three modes. So raise your hand if you felt sometime mood swing in your life. Yeah, mood swing. Mood swing. Like sometime angry, sometime happy, sometime here, sometime there. So why is it so? Like why our mood is keep changing? Have you asked yourself before? Like why is it so? So because, as I mentioned, we are made up of under these three modes. So what's the effect of this mode? So first we're gonna see that what's given in the Bhagavad Gita. So as I mentioned, the three modes, the blue represents mode of goodness, yellow mode of passion, and the red one is mode of ignorance. So there are certain signs are given. Color may be here and there, but the three thing is mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So what happens when you are in mode of goodness? Your knowledge increases. You might have seen some people, it's like working very hard, sincere, focus, not general mass, but like manager level people, manager or boss or owner. So these people like very sharp, very focused, always work to the point, never miss any opportunity or never waste their time. So these people are considered as a mode of goodness. So they are stable in their job. They are not like today they are here and they after 5 years say, oh my God, I hate my job. I need to do something. Let me change my job. So these people are not like that. So those who are focused highly, they comes under this category, mode of goodness. Second one is mode of passion. So what happened? Like what's the effect of mode of goodness is increasing the knowledge, and because you have more knowledge, you are like higher compared to general masses. So you have money, you have all the facilities that you need, and because of this, we think that we are happy in this world. Remember, we think, we are not actually. Are you with me? Mode of goodness, you have more knowledge. Because of knowledge, you have more opportunity. That's what people attracts. So for example, someone got top in the whole country because of their study, regardless of various exams. So he's like attracted. All the companies, all the maybe IITs or MITs, they are looking for him. And they want to hire them or they want to give them job. So this is how, when you have knowledge, you have good source of, good amount of money or good amount of facility, good amount of wealth. And this attracts people. And because of this thing, people think that I am happy. Mode of goodness, clear? Mode of passion. In this mode of passion, people have, now maybe see, yeah, where you can relate, you have to see. I'll ask some question at the end. So you just say where you are at the point. So it doesn't matter, we all are mixture, even everyone. It's not like I'm speaking here, so that means I'm like separate from the modes. It's nothing like that. Everyone, as I mentioned, on this planet is under these three modes. So mode of passion, what happened? You are more work-oriented. When I say work-oriented, means you are in the category of worker. You have strong desire to have your name, to have your fame, or to compare with the people. So desires and longing comes in the mode of passion. So you have like so many desires. Oh, I want to do this. Say for example, if you are not married, or say you start making plan. Okay, I'll finish my study, I'll get the job, and then I get married. I'll have my children. I will be in this country. So you have a whole roadmap. Doesn't matter COVID comes or what comes, but you have a whole plan, whole idea about your life. So this is like a people in mode of passion. They have like intense longing for something in their life, that I want to have this at any cost. So this is second. So when you are full of desires and full of longing, so this is mode of passion. And the third one and last one is mode of ignorance, as you can relate from this name, mode of ignorance, where people are completely in the madness, completely different zone, different planet, different consciousness. You are shocked, but it's true. There are some people exist on this planet. Do you wanna see those people? Just go in London in the Friday night. You will see these people. So this is like mode of ignorance, madness plus sleep. They sleep a lot, like more than 9, 10, 11 hours. Doesn't matter what happened in the world, it's earthquake or flood. So this is mode of ignorance. And last thing is they are lazy. So 3 things: madness, lazy, and sleeping too much. So these are like 3 signs of mode of ignorance. So we covered three criteria: mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So this is what happened in our life. So now we'll do very small little quiz, and you have to tell me which mode is it. Okay? So remember, everything, whatever you do in your life, everything comes under these 3 modes. From when you wake up in the morning, from that point to you go to bed and brush your teeth. The whole activities comes under these 3 modes. It's not like you are only in mode of goodness, you are only in mode of passion, you are only in mode of ignorance. So we keep changing. In this chapter, we'll see forward that these modes are comparing in our body based on our nature. So sometimes we feel like, oh my God, I'm so calm, I'm so peaceful. At the same time, when we go somewhere, party or club, and we feel, oh my God, what a passion. And sometimes we feel, oh no, I don't want to do that, I just want to go and sleep, I don't have time. So this is mode of ignorance. So these 3 modes is not like always I have only one mode and nothing else. So these 3 modes are comparing in our body. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna give you some situation, and you just need to, doesn't have to be right, can be right or wrong, anything. So and you can just shout out mode of ignorance, passion, or goodness. Perfect? Okay. You have a task which is very important for you, and after doing this task, you're gonna get a lot of money. So how do you gonna deal with this situation? What's your mode in your body? Passion, exactly. Yeah. Perfect. You guys are intelligent. Okay. Let's say you wake up in the morning and you feel like, okay, today I woke up early in the morning and I have so much time, and now I'm gonna do some meditation. So what do you feel after doing meditation? Mode of goodness. Yeah, you're getting there. You're right. Third situation. What should I say? So for example, let's say your son or daughter, they got some homework from the college or school, and he doesn't know what to do. And he just come to you and say, father or mother, please help me. I don't know, how should I deal with this situation? This is like completely oblivious to me. So in this situation, what's your mode right now? It's a bit tricky question. So yeah, not ignorance. Perfect. So this is how we deal with situation. If you don't know, then we just eliminate what's not, and finally we get to the mode. It's important, like why we are discussing modes. So we'll see the benefits. You are teaching your son or daughter. So what's the mode? Goodness. Perfect. Exactly. And imagine you had late night work, and now your partner says, okay, it's late night, and now we were so much busy in the daytime, so we're not gonna cook anything in the home. Let's go outside. Remember, you are tired. Okay, anybody else? You got the situation? You got the idea, yeah? You worked hard whole day, you came home late night, and your partner says, okay, today is already late, and if you start making everything, it's gonna go too late, so better we just go outside and have some food. And you're already tired. So how's your mood? How's your consciousness? Passion, okay. Yeah. But when I say when you are lazy, when you are tired, exactly, ignorance. You go or not, that's part two. But I'm talking about your mode. Yeah. So based on mode, Bhagavad Gita says we have 3 destinations after living this life. So if you are in mode of goodness, you go to higher planetary system where demigods resides. We say usually that, oh, he's gone to a good place. Like when someone leaves the body and say, rest in peace, or God may give him some nice facility. So they go to higher planet. Those who are in mode of goodness. Those who are in mode of passion, they come back here on the planet Earth. Which is the most prominent mode? Passion. On this planet Earth, as I mentioned in the beginning, that in the mode of passion, you want to compare with others. So for example, as I mentioned that I want to finish my study, I want to get a job, and then get married, and then I want to have this facility, this, that. So why you have this desire? Because you want to survive in this planet, or maybe you are FOMO, fear of missing out. Make sure everyone, I'm like in the group. The other day, I remember one story. The other day we were in the Liverpool. We were having like a small little sangha where we had some kirtan and we have class and then we have feast. So one young girl, she came to me and she said that this is so spiritual and this is so good. It gives me good vibe, good hope in my life, and everything is so nice, but I don't know why I can't practice it. I said, what's your situation like? What's the matter where you struggle in your life? So she said that I have some friends and they are having alcohol and liquor, everything. And because I'm in that group, I also have to take, though I don't want it. I realized that the spirituality, they can give me some good vibes in my body, good results in my action, in my study. But because these people, Western, she was like Western body, because this association, I have to drink with them, otherwise what will I do alone in my whole thing? So this is the situation. Your association, people want to do something good, but because of FOMO, they can't do it. They feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna missing something, that these people are having fun. You know what? There is another term, I think you might have heard, ZOMO, joy of missing out. So one term is FOMO, fear of missing out. The another term is ZOMO, joy of missing out. JOMO, yeah. Joy of missing out. That you don't care. Like, okay, if I don't get this car, I don't care. I'm still happy. If you don't get the perfect partner, okay, I'm still happy. I'm satisfied in myself. If you don't get like perfect drink, it's okay, I don't care. So this is joy. You are happy within yourself. You are not depending on these outside things like alcohol or so many things. So this is called JOMO, something like completely opposite. So people these days have more tendency to stay in that zone of FOMO, fear of missing out. So that's why. So this place is mostly, more than 90% people are in mode of passion. And the result of passion is greed. That you become so much greedy to earn something more, to do something more in your life, though you have sufficient, but this is our nature. It's not like we don't want to do it, but you have to do it. We don't have any option. So this is mode of passion. And the ignorance is, as I mentioned, that we tend to sleep more and more. We try to avoid situation, though we have skill, though we have time, though we have facilities. So if you are in the mode of ignorance, so do you know where do you go? Where do you take birth? Yeah, where? Hellish planet, lower planetary system. So remember, 3 modes: mode of goodness, upper higher planetary system, mode of passion, earthly planetary system, and the third mode is mode of ignorance on the lower planetary system, where you may have body of insect or God knows what. So this is the situation. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki Jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Jai. गुरुताई की जय. Okay. But you might have questioned that what's wrong with the. Can anyone say that, like, which mode is better for us to live and to function in this world? Goodness. We haven't got there. Shuddha Sattva is not still yet. So you may say mode of goodness, where we feel happiness and where we are in the knowledge, and because of these two reasons we have facilities. But you know what? All these three modes, as you've seen in this picture, so you see the two gentlemen down there on the earth planetary system, they are working. So they are we are there. And these three modes are controlling us. That's why sometimes we become angry, though we don't want to become angry. Sometimes we speak something and then lament, oh my God, why should I say that? I shouldn't have said that. So this is how we are controlled by these three things, and we are working down there, you see that? So these two people are we, and we are covered by these three modes. So now you may have a question, like, how we can get out of this mode? Or is it even important that can we get out of these modes? What do you think? Should we do it, or should we just stay in the three modes? What do you think? Huh? Free. Yeah, break free. Yeah. So there is a way how to get out of this mode. First of all, there is necessary, we have to get out of the mode. Otherwise, what happened? Based on our action. So for example, someone in the mode of goodness. So for example, let's say a scientist. He does something. Based on that, he acquires some reaction. Someone is in mode of passion. Based on his work, he acquires some reaction. Probably bad. But scientists may be good. Those who are in mode of ignorance, based on his work, let's say not going to school, not attending classes. So based on that, he or she also acquires some reaction. So when we are in these three modes, we are bound to get some reaction based on law of karma. Anyone here says that I don't believe in law of karma? Can be. It's not like, oh, I'm in the temple and I can't say things against the scripture. You may have this. Maybe you have question or doubt. Anyone here is not believing in the law of karma? You know law of karma, yeah? What goes around comes around. Are you with me? Perfect. So this law of karma, so whatever you do, it comes in these three modes, mode of goodness, passion and ignorance. And based on that, we do activities. And based on this activity, we get reaction. The important thing is how to get out of this world. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. So for example, you took birth on certain dates, let's say 25 years before. You grew up, you went to school, university, did your study, graduation and everything. After some time you got a job, partner, family, kids, everything. Old age, senior, retired and dead. And you know what? The important thing begins now. You have to take again birth. And we have to go through the whole cycle again. That's why it's important to get out of these three modes. Are you with me? Do you have any question up to this point? We are bound in these three modes. And just to stop this reaction, we have to break through these three modes. So that we don't need to come out on this world and going through the whole terrible things that, my God, this boss, my teacher, my relatives, so many things. That's why it's important to get out of these three modes.
So if you are in any way, if you are in three modes, if you are on the freedom or ignorance, you are still in the same.
You say you have freedom.
Yeah, I mean if you are on the freedom.
So you say like when we get.
Come back, right?
So when you are out of these three modes, you won't come back.
You won't come.
Yeah. Sagunan samati tetyan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. The verse will come in the next few lines. So when you in these three things, three modes, you have to come back. Either maybe higher planetary system or this Bhulok, earthly planetary system, or the down Patalalok or hellish planetary system. So based on our guna karma bhi, kama karma bhi. Kama means your activity and kama means your desire and karma means your activity. Based on these two principles, we decide where we'll go next life. Understand? So say for example, so you might have questions, so who was I in my last life? What do you think? So there are high chance to be us in the last life. High chance, yeah, it's not like this is truth. I'm not telling that. It is high chance because on this planetary system, as I mentioned, everyone is under passion. So in passion, everyone compares with others in terms of their work, or also as I mentioned, like we have intense desire. So say for example, if you are in the male body, so there are high chance to go in a female body. If you are in the female body, high chance to go in the male body. But remember, this is not like ultimate truth. I say some chance because we have this desire to enjoy the opposite gender. So that's why. And based on that, Antakale cha mameva, because chapter number 8, verse number 5 says, the Antakale cha mameva, smaran mukva kalevaram. And then next verse, Krishna is saying, yam yam vapi smaran bhava, tyajantante kalevaram. Whatever you think while leaving your body, that's what you go. That's where you go, next life. So say for example, if you think something like, I want to enjoy n numbers of amount of money, I want to enjoy some heavenly drinks. So if you have this desire, plus you have enough karma, as I mentioned, kama, karma, bhi. So if you have enough karma and if you have this desire, you go to heavenly planet system. If you have desire to enjoy this planet more and more, and this is the situation where you might have seen this while people while leaving this body. Have you seen it? It's like just next hour and finish. Have you seen it? Like, have you been to next to dying person is leaving his body? Anybody? Yeah. So even if you might have this idea that people are thinking more about his family, his attachments. This is what comes in the picture. Or their belonging. That, oh my God, I have my wealth here. My family, my son is still in Canada and he's still not here. I'm leaving this body. So because of this attachment, all these thoughts come in our mind while leaving this body. And as Krishna says that, yam yam vapi smaran bhava, tyajantante kalevaram. Tyajante means give up, kalevaram means body. Yam yam vapi smaran bhava. Smaran means thinking. Yam yam means whatever you think while leaving your body. So there are higher chance to come back on this planet. Should I tell you some interesting thing? You know who the rats are? Rats. You know rats are? Rats, yeah? Mouse, rats. Based on law of karma, they are those person where we took some food in last life, but we didn't pay. So what happened now? They come in form of rats. As I mentioned, this is law of karma, and this is not like absolute truth. That if I eat something from someone, and next life he's gonna be rat, I'm gonna be rat and go there and eat again something more. So here is a one person A, and here's one person B. So person B has eaten something from person A in this life and didn't pay anything. Could be anything. So what happened? Next life, person A become rats and start eating food from the person B in next life. Are you with me? So this is like one example. So this is our family member, our animals, those we have like pets. So they have relation, some connection. We won't go to the details because that's not our topic. But everyone has certain connection. It's not like just random. Why I born in only this body, not in white body, not in black body, or not in family of King Charles. So we have certain things, we have certain balance. This is called law of karma, and because of law of karma, we go to certain places. So now, the benefit of the human form is, out of 8,400,000 lives is, we have chance to break these three laws of material nature. So we have opportunity. Who wanna break these three modes of material nature and get out of this place? Yeah, perfect, yeah. Because we don't want to come again and go through the whole cycle, whole chain again and again and again. It's like, this cycle is like, you don't even realize, like, do you know that we are already become what we want to be in this life. Should I make it more simple? So for example, if you want to become a billionaire in this life, you don't have idea. You already become in past so many lives. And now you're here. Forget about billionaire. You become Indra, the Lord of heavenly planet. You become Brahma before. And now in this body. So whatever we desire, by this law we already become everything. But still we have this desire, so much, so intense desire to enjoy this place, to have some more items, more, so many things. But the human form of life is important. Because here you have chance to go through to finish the whole movie. Understand? So that's why you might have heard that human form is rare, and even going back to Godhead is even rare. So that's why spirituality doesn't matter where you go in the whole world, spirituality is there. Did you ask yourself like why spirituality is everywhere? Why not just in India? Why not just in UK? Or why not just in America? And even the beauty of spirituality is there are certain common threads, regardless of all religion or whatever you call cult, sect, or belief. Do you know what was the same threads are in the old religion? You already know that. You just need to think. Can you raise your hand and just tell me like these things are common in all of the religion?
All of the religions say do good deeds.
Good deeds.
Help others.
Help others. Okay, next. Anyone? What the same threads are there common in all of the religions, yeah? Prayers, yeah. Jewish, Christianity, Hinduism, Sanatana whole dharma. We have same prayers. Anybody else? 3 things. Just 2 more. Just 2 more. Peace, okay. Yeah, everyone wants peace. No one wants war. But still, we have to suffer in the war. Last thing, important thing. That's why I'm looking for. You know it. That's your real identity. Huh? Soul is there, but yeah, soul is there. There is something which is common in everybody. And without doing that, you can't survive in this world. Let me give you some hint. If you don't do that, you can't survive in this world. Good deeds, good deed or bad deeds, they are like comparison. But charity is there, okay? Yeah, you close. Austerity, okay, something higher. Austerity, maybe austerity is there. But I'm looking for one specific one. You know it, you do every day.
One more.
Huh?
Give me one more.
Okay.
Names of the Lord. Wash the names of the Lord.
Hymns of the Lord.
Say the names of the Lord.
Names of the Lord. Yeah, very close, very close. Just there. Chanting is the same thing. 99%, you are just there. Serving, there you go. Service. Seva. Doesn't matter you are Prime Minister, you are country lawyer, you are teacher, you are scientist, you are advocate, you are student. We all are serving. So for example, let me make things more light. So for example, I need two volunteers. Just raise your hand. 2 volunteer. Anybody? Maybe you? Okay. So what do you do? Sorry to put you on the spot. What do you do?
Work in telecoms.
Huh?
Work in telecoms.
Work in charity home. Telecom. Oh, work in telecom. So you work in telecom. So what you do? You provide facility to other people. So you are serving.
Yeah.
People say we are working, but you are serving. Your intense desire is to serve. And money comes. That's like secondary, but people take it as a primary. That if money doesn't come, then I won't work. But our very deep nature is to serve. People staying in Australia, people staying in New Zealand, Zimbabwe, America, they all are working. So didn't you ask this question like why everybody is working? Even if you are like millionaire, you still work. We know Mr. Elon Musk, how many hours? 100 hours? 70, 80 hours. Narayan Sudhamurthy, he made a very controversial statement. You know Narayan Sudhamurthy? It's like a famous businessman in India. Narayan Sudhamurthy, he made a very controversial statement that everyone should work 70 hours. It was crazy thing to do in the life. So we all are serving, that's our nature. But the thing is, we put our priorities first, rather using our intelligence. We think that, okay, money is the important, or family is important. It's important, indeed, it's important. But that comes later. First, you do some work, and then you fulfill your requirement. Any other volunteer? Maybe you? Yeah. You write. So you write for people that you have some intention in your mind. So, for example, I want to bring peace and happiness in the society. So let me write some literature on that topic. So you write on that, and as a result, you get some money. So this is our nature. So this is our deep desire. But we don't know that this is our nature, which is inbuilt. It's God given. You may say Krishna or Jesus, whoever you believe. You are here, so must be believe in Krishna and Rama. So this is given by Lord to us to function in this world. And why is it so? Just to get out of this world. 3 modes is gone. 3 modes, as you have seen here. So Krishna, or Lord Ram, he has given this facility to function in this world. But people don't have this knowledge that this is my very essence. And if I give up this, everything will fall apart. Family, relationship, business, relatives, children, everything. So this is our essence, and people think that we work because of money. But that's not complete true. We work because we want to serve people. Telecom or writer or someone is lawyer, so he's serving his community. So this is how, but you might have a question that then why we entangled in this world? We working is given by God, so we are working based on his order, but still why we entangled? Because as I mentioned, we are more than 90% people on this planet are mode of passion, intense desire, intense longing to get something. Because we have this desire, we start create chain. You do something and then you have some reaction. You do something and you have some reaction. Again, you do something, you have some reaction. But we don't know that we can stop this reaction, when we can stop coming back to this planet Earth. Krishna has mentioned the way, Yagnarthat karmanon yatra lokoyam karma bandhana. That people are bandhan. It's you understand, yeah, bandhan, bind. People are got bound by this whole action, but they don't know if they do for me. That means Yagnarthat. Yagna means Lord himself, and Artha means for the sake of or purpose. So whenever we do some action for Lord, that's what not bind us. If you do something for Lord, you start getting loose all the chains as we seen here. Our entanglements is getting looser, and one point you finish. We have 2 types of entanglement, by the way, positive and negative. Or we say good karma or bad karma. And you might have here a question that good karma is good because I am getting something from the good karma. But remember, even if you have good karma in your balance, you have to come back here to finish that just good karma. So good karma and bad karma both brings you here. So better just cut off this both chain of karma and get out of this world. Get out of these 3 modes of material nature, goodness, passion, ignorance. And when we do something for Krishna, when we do something for Lord Ram, so this is what unentangle us. So we created, say for example, up to this whole chain of karma in our millions of life. And when you start working for Krishna, you start coming down. And one point is you flat. So everything is clear. Your bank account, your good or bad, both are clear. And now you don't need to come back here. That's the magic, that's the beauty, and that's the advantage, that we don't want to come here. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna mentions that this place is dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Do you understand dukkhalaya? Do you understand alaya? I think you know that, like pustakalaya, bhojanalaya. This is some Sanskrit words. If you don't know, you can raise your hand. Perfect. Pustakalaya. Alaya means store. Pustak means books. Are you with me? So, library, we call in Sanskrit pustakalaya. Let's say dugdalaya, dugdh, milk. Alaya means where we store. So that's dairy. So word for dairy in Sanskrit is dugdalaya. Are you with me? Are you with me? Perfect. So Krishna says this world is dukkhalaya. Dukkha means pain, problem, miseries that we don't want. Alaya means storehouse. So when Krishna created the whole world, he make a stamp that this world is dukkhalaya, source of misery. So that's why it's important to get out of these three things. That's why it's important to get out of this world. And the human form is a chance. And as I mentioned, how we can get unentangled all the karma? By working for Krishna. Are you with me? Any question up to this point? We have 7 minutes. Any question up to this point? Okay, you all are with me, yeah? Okay. So, in the last verse, not last, but before somewhere, Krishna is saying that how we can come out of this world. Verse number 27. Yeah, verse number 26. Mamchavyo abhicharena bhakti yogana sevate sagunan samatite tyan brahma bhuyaya kalpate sagunan samatite tyan. Gunan means 3 modes. Samatite means to avoid these gunas. Bhakti yogana sevate. Bhakti yoga. Anyone here doesn't know about bhakti? Bhakti means work for God. It can be chanting, can be meditating, can be whatever you work in your place, telecom. So while working, unknowingly we put ourselves as an enjoyer, as a doer. But when we think or when we have that consciousness that I am not doer, this all facility is provided by Lord and I am working on behalf of Him. As a cashier, work in the bank. He has thousands and millions of pounds, but he doesn't take all of the money to the home. He's just there to pass out. So when we realize this point that I am doing whatever doing in this world is for pleasure of Lord, or I am chanting for the pleasure of Lord. So this is what start unentangling you from your karma. So when you start chanting or when you start, let's say, doing something for temple or doing something even here for home, if you have temple in your home and if you start doing something there, maybe doing morning meditation or offering bhoga, offering prasadam. So while doing this, we start reducing our karma. And then, sagunan samatite tyan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Then we realize that we are not this body, we are not this family, we are not this job, we are not this post. It's everything is given. And believe it or not, one point, it will be taken away from us. So when we realize this, at that time, we stop taking birth from this place. Any question? What's your question? How to unentangle from our karma and how to get out of this place. So that was the topic. We have a few minutes, 3-4 minutes to begin the Aarti. So we can do some discussion if you have any question or if you don't understand anything from this topic. So just to sum up, that we discuss about 3 modes, and the whole world is covered under 3 modes, and how to get out of this world. Whole world is covered in the 3 modes, and because of these 3 modes, we stay here on this planet Earth, where we have Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, we take birth, we have diseases, we die, and we get old, that no one wants. And just out of this place, we should do devotional service. Yagnarthat karmanyanyatra, working for Krishna, maybe chanting or maybe singing or maybe working for where you are. So this is how you unentangle your whole chain of karma, and this is what makes you happy. Any question? Okay. anything you want to, and maybe you can share your realization that you, oh my God, this is Bhagavad Gita, I didn't know about this, I never heard this. Anything you want to share? Okay, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, so now we'll have Gaura Aarti in a couple of minutes. There you go.
Shri Radha Gokul Nand ki. Hare Krishna. We'll start the Gaura Aarti now. It should shortly appear on this television screen. Let's finish. Yes, 15. Keep jayo jayo Gora Chande re Arati ko sobha. Keep jayo jayo Gora Chande re Arati ko sobha. Navitavane Jagaman lobha. Navitavane Jagaman lobha. Dakhin nithai chan Vame gadadhara. Dakhin nithai chan Vame gadadhara. Nikate advaita shini vasa chatradhara. Nikate advaita shini vasa chatradhara. te Gaurachan Ratna Timbasane Bosi